Hello everybody, welcome to Renee in Tune. If you're watching, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. This is going to be a video kind of going a little more in depth into the collective reading that I pulled for the collective for the upcoming week, and also the messages I pulled for each sign for the upcoming week. They are posted on my Instagram with a brief summary of what they mean, but I decided to do a video to kind of just give a little more. So again, this will be a reading for the collective. I pulled one card to kind of theme the days for the upcoming week. This is from August 15th until August the 21st. Any music that you hear in the background, I do not own the rights to. If you want to know what I'm listening to, you can drop me a comment and I will let you know. Any information that you need will be in the description box below. You can follow my social medias on Instagram or Facebook at Renee in Tune. If you want to get information on how to get a free personal reading online, you can email me at reneeintune@gmail.com for that information. And I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you like this video, comment, hit the thumb, share, talk to me. I'd love to interact with you. And also be sure to hit the subscribe button below, and also the little bell to get notifications from my future videos. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So I pulled one card for each day, starting with August 15th until the 21st for the collective for everyone. Okay, so this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but it will resonate with some of you. These are more kind of guiding messages than anything else. Okay, so for the first day we have the Six of Swords. Okay, this is, for the next day we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Okay, and then we have the Hermit. Okay, the Judgment card. The Knight of Swords. We have the Hanged Man. And we also have the Strength card. Okay. So this week, for most of us, or a lot of us out there, will be one of a lot of introspection, a lot of resolutions, a lot of making amends, kind of going back to things that have happened and fixing what went wrong, or finding I guess kind of like the amends that we are looking for. This is also going to be a week of figuring out what we need to leave behind, what we need to let go of, what we can no longer hold on to in order to move forward into the directions that we're going. Okay, so that's kind of how it starts off from the door with the Six of Swords. Here, this is you know, this is not a gladly, you know, this is something that we are holding on to, that we're having a hard time with, that we don't want to leave behind, but we know that we have to in order to move forward into this light that we have in front of us, okay? And it'll be different for everybody, but we all know that thing. We're becoming aware of that thing that is, and these are swords, so I feel like that thing is something that has kind of taken over our minds, something that has taken control of our reasoning and our intellect and the way that we think and our thought process. So this could be, anything. It could be a person, it could be a way of thinking, it could be a perspective, an idea, a thought of ourselves or someone else, something that we, hold on to, that we keep carrying with us, but we need to finally sever those ties and let it go because it's holding us back, So bam, that's just like how the weekend kind of starts. And then, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So some of us have really been working hard on some things, whether it is, actual physical projects, or whether it's this kind of healing phase that a lot of us are going through. And we need to take a rest. We've reached a milestone. We've reached a goal. We have to take a moment to look at those things, because a lot of times we push ourselves. We're hard on ourselves. We feel like we haven't achieved this. We haven't achieved that. We haven't gotten here. We haven't gotten there. And we don't even take a moment to look at the things that we have achieved, to see how far we've come, to see what we have, overcome, what we have gotten through. And we don't give ourselves any type of praise. We don't give ourselves that pat on the back that we need. And then in the midst of that, we have to sometimes take a pause and rest and revel in that achievement, but also with a clear head and a clear mind, evaluate what our next steps are going to be in moving forward. Okay, so our weekend is all about that so far. Okay, and then going into the week, we are moving into a period of kind of withdrawal or self-introspection. Okay, for some, you are withdrawing from a person or from some situation in your life, but for many, this is a period of just looking within. Okay, kind of needing to isolate a bit in order to drown out all of the distractions and all of the things that are kind of in the way of us really knowing who we are, what we really desire in life, what we really want, what is our meaning, what is our purpose, why are we here. And our day-to-days sometimes get in the way of that. Other people sometimes get in the way of that. Things that call our attention sometimes get in the way of that. And so this, the start of this week is a time to really just weed out all of those distractions, set everything to the side. Okay, take yourself away from those projects that you've been hard on for a moment, because they'll be okay. They'll survive. They'll make it. They'll actually flourish more after you've had a time to look inward and clear your head and clear your thoughts and clear your mind, and then come back to them. Okay, so that's all about really spending some time alone and finding out a little bit more about who we are, getting to know ourselves a little better, and also clearing the path from distractions or things that are in our way. Excuse me. Things that are holding us back from the desires that we have in our lives. Okay, and it's followed by the Judgment card. Okay, so this is kind of like the next step. We have done some reevaluating. We have done some learning lessons, okay? Learning what things, whether we hold dear to them or not, are actually for us and are not. What things we need to let go of, what attachments are unhealthy for us. And, you know, in the midst of all of that, we have also recognized where, you know, we need mending. Okay, what relationships and situations have been, what's the right word, have been jeopardized by misunderstandings or harsh words or emotional decisions, rash, you know, action. And so this is a period of time where those things are needing to be resolved, and those things are needing to be mended, and those things are needing to be addressed, okay? So and not only that, it's kind of like, you know, once we've figured out what, you know, our lessons, what are our lessons? What is it that I've learned from these things? What can I, you know, let go of? What can I, you know, what can I use in order to help me to move forward into a higher space in my life, a higher level in my life? And after all of those things are addressed and taken care of, then it's time to make decisions. Okay, where do I go from here? What do I do from here? And to kind of let go of the fears or the distractions or the unhealthy connections or whatever it is in your personal situation in your life that it was keeping you from decisions, from action that aligns with, you know, with who you are, who you genuinely are, who you desire to be, and where you desire your life to go. And so this is about taking that action towards that and not fearing, you know, anything really, okay? And taking all of these lessons, and instead of holding on to them, you know, in any type of fear or regret, using them to build our strength and to mold us as a person, as an individual, and you know, allow us to then in turn go and help other people, you know, is how I see it, to share our journeys and to learn from others things that, you know, we need to hear along the way, to share with others things that they need to hear along the way, you know, and not feeling like we can't do that or like we're going to be judged, you know what I mean? Because really it doesn't matter what, you know, anyone thinks about you but you, and you have to realize that you have so much more to offer the next person than what you may think, you know? So then I feel with the Knight of Swords here that, you know, some things may get rocky, okay? Some communication may be rash or harsh. A lot of changes I feel this week are being made in a lot of people's lives as far as their situations in their home lives, their family situations, their relationships, all around the board, even, you know, in career choices, in getting into, you know, going after creative passions or learning new things, you know. And so the emotions are running high, okay? But I feel like this is just kind of like a warning, a prompt to be mindful of our communications and our interactions, and making sure that they are not harsh and you know, without compassion, okay, during this time, okay? And with the Hanged Man, We got to let go of those things we cannot control. So this is all really, to me, throughout the whole week, a very personal journey. These are all steps in gaining, you know, personal understanding and insight into your own life, into the things that you need, and the healing that you need, and the direction that you're going in. But all in the same, we can only control what we can control. You know, we can control our reactions, our doings, our decisions, but we cannot control the decisions of other people. We cannot control how other people choose to react to things. So all we can do is communicate our truths. And like I said, you know, be mindful of any harsh interactions. Okay, think about what we have to say before we say it. Think about our communications before we handle them, and, you know, be mindful that we are, you know, we got to share our truths and be honest, but also that we want to give out what we want to give back, you know what I mean? And we don't want to hurt anybody close to us. So, you know, and these of course are different things that could be going on for different people. So it may not resonate with everyone, but this is just kind of telling us to just, you know, do what you gotta do, and then let go of what you have no control over. You know what I mean? The universe does have your back, and everything kind of has a way of just working itself out. Okay, and sometimes even when things look bad, they are all like puzzle pieces leading up to things that are really for your betterment, you know. And to finish the week out, we have the Strength card, okay, because all of this is really a building of our inner strength as opposed to our physical strength, which is you know, our means for discipline and really handling any situations that come our way and throughout life, you know. In this process this week, throughout the entire week of it, it's a lot of inner work, a lot of things that will build up that inner strength, you know, in the mind, in the spirit, in the emotions, and really give us like a lot of discipline, a lot of willpower, a lot of patience, a lot of kindness, a lot of compassion, all those things that really take us to be to be strong in the mind, in the intellect, in order to be able to handle, in order to be able to carry moving forward. So with all that being said, I hope that you all have a beautiful week. I hope that you take this period of introspection to also offer yourself a lot of self-care, okay? I hope that you can find peace in whatever things that, you know, you have left behind or are leaving behind in your past, and that you can have the strength and also the hope and faith that you need in order to know that your abundance is coming, and moving forward you will find the things that are there for you, that are meant for you, to fill all of those areas in your life with abundance. And I know that to be true. So, you know, do practice self-care. You know, do take it easy on yourself, but also do not be afraid to address, you know, the things in your life that need to be addressed, with strength and willpower, okay? Because everything will work out in the end, all right? So thank you again for being here. You are really appreciated. And I'm now going to go into a one card message for each of the signs, starting with Aries, if you want to stick around. And I will also put timestamps in the comments so you can just kind of go directly to the part of the video that you want to go to. Okay, so we're gonna start with We're going to start with Aries. And the card that I pulled for Aries is the Eight of Wands. Okay. So Aries, the Eight of Wands, you know, and this is just a message for you for the upcoming week. The Eight of Wands indicates that you are looking at a very, very busy, fast-paced, fast-moving week ahead of you. And, you know, these are fire. This is Wands. This is, you know, you are fire energy, but this is, you know, pertaining to your passions, okay, your creativity. You could be really putting a lot of work into whatever, you know, a creative project you're starting or something of that nature. You could have began a new job. You could have started in a new career. You could have started some projects, started a business, you know, anything, new hobbies. This could be communication about, you know, promotions or some kinds of communication in your business and career and, you know, creative, you know, aspects of your life this week. But you're definitely, looking at a pretty busy week. And for me, I feel like this is letting you know to, you know, don't second guess it, okay? You have the advantage here this week. You have the power. You have the energy. You know what you want to do. You know what you want, you know, out of life. You know what your ideas have been. You know what you want to go for. So go for it. You know, that's it. Simple as that. And you see how they're like stampeding. They're fast. Nobody's getting in their way. You know what I mean? Or they're gonna get trampled. I feel like, you know, this week, don't let anything get in your way. Don't let anybody get in your way. Don't allow anything to make you second guess what you know. Okay. Be decisive and also take action. Okay. That was the message that I had for you on Instagram. The ball is in your court. Okay, go for it. Okay. This is an opportunity. You don't want missed opportunities in your life. Okay. You have big ideas, big passions, big desires, and now's the time to take action and go for it. Okay. So you'll have a busy week, but you are built for it. You're ready. So let's make it a productive one, Aries. Talk to me. Let me know what you got going on, what you're starting, so I can support you. I appreciate you, and I hope that this week is, you know, the planting of a lot of beautiful seeds and the receiving of a lot of beautiful abundance and rewards, okay, for your hard work. Have a beautiful week. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so next we have Taurus, and we pulled the Six of Pentacles for Taurus. So Taurus, I feel like with this card, and it could be a couple of things, but I feel like you've been really putting a lot of support into, you know, either someone, maybe a love connection, a love relationship, or even maybe your family members or friends, you know, or even into maybe you have a kind of position, a job position where you are helping other people. But whatever it is for you, I feel like you've been really putting a lot of your support into these people, into these things. You've been really giving a lot of your finances, your funds. You've been giving of your time. You've been giving of your energy. You've been giving of a lot that you have acquired. You've been offering. You've been generous with it. You've been giving that to other people, or you've been offering, you know, emotional support. You've been, you know, the backbone. You've been the shoulder to lean on. You've been that person. And, you know, I know that sometimes it could be, you know, you could feel like you're not getting that back. You know what I mean? So this is letting you know that the universe sees you. The universe sees everything that you're doing, and it's not unseen. Okay. And all of that you've been offering, all of that energy that you've been giving, the universe is sending it back to you, and they're sending it back to you tenfold. Like, that's coming back. Okay, so I want you to don't second guess your generosities. Continue to be the same beautiful you. And the universe has your back. Okay, so you will be blessed, you will be rewarded. Okay, Taurus, I hope that you have a beautifully abundant week, and I thank you again for being here. Okay, so moving forward, we have Gemini, and Gemini, we pulled the Hermit for you. Okay, so Gemini, I felt that the Hermit was the universe's way of telling you that you need a break. Okay, I feel like you've been putting a lot of yourself into, whatever it is, other people or work. And you need to take some time for yourself. Okay, this is self-introspection. This is withdrawal. This is a period of time of, of being alone, being in isolation, looking inward, finding deeper meanings, finding purpose. Okay, those could be things that you are in need of. But either way, I feel like you've been hard at work. This week, you need to take a break. Okay, this week, set things to the side. Get rid of the things that are distractions for you. All those things can wait. They're not as important as you. Okay, so I feel like you are in need of your own attention. You're in need of your focus right now. You're in need of you taking care of you first and putting yourself first, and in whatever way it is that you need to. Okay, it'll be different for everybody, but offer yourself a little pampering, a little self-care, and that hard work and energy that you put into everything else, put it into you, because that is where you'll find any answers that you're looking for, and that is where you're going to find a clear perspective for those, when you pick back up those things that you were working on, and continue on with those people or things that are in your life. You can see things more clearly, and what's a distraction and what's not, what's worth my energy and what's not. Okay, so that was a message that I was getting for you this week, Gemini, and I hope that it is helpful to you at this time. I just want to remind you that you are important. You are more important, or as important as everything that you hold of value in your life. Do not ever forget that. And I hope that this week greets you with much abundance. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Okay, so next we have Cancer. Cancer, we pulled the Five of Pentacles for you. Okay, so this card, it means a couple of things, and I will touch those things just so there's a full clarity. But I took it as a specific message for you. I got a specific message for you when I pulled this card. But this card, for some of you, for a few of you out there, it could be, the losing of a job, lack of funds. Maybe you're struggling with that. And for some of you, you could feel, left behind, left out in the cold. Someone may have abandoned you, left you, or something of that nature. So, this card can mean those things in certain, readings or certain contexts. So for some of you, you may be struggling with those things. And if you are, this message will hopefully help you as well. And I do wish you the best with those things. Do not get wrapped up in them, because the message that I really am getting from this card for you, Cancer, for all you Cancers out there, regardless of whatever your situation is to leave the things in the past that are not serving you. Okay, I specifically said something on Instagram like get comfortable with leaving things in the past. Okay, because even if you're going through one of those situations that I just mentioned and touched upon, you may fall into that, you know what I mean, and you may get stuck in that. And when you're stuck in those negative moments of your life, those negative things that happen to you, you begin to continue, it becomes a cycle. You begin to continue to attract those same situations of lack, those same situations of loss. And and then it's like you can't get out of it, you know what I mean? So for me, and you may not be in those situations, but whatever it is from your past that you're holding on to, or I don't want to say holding on to, because I don't feel like it's a holding on to situation. I feel like it's something that you just can't let go of, you know what I mean, that you keep revisiting, that you keep living in, even though it's past. And so for me, this message for you, Cancer, is to get comfortable with leaving things in the past. Okay, because everything from your past is not everything from your past is for you. Okay, and the things that are not for you are going to be the things that will continue to hold you back. They're going to block the things that are for you, that are coming towards you, or trying to, because that's what the universe does, is bringing things to you that you need. And as long as you're holding on to those things, whatever they are for you, because for everybody has their own personal situation, but whatever they are for you, that's gonna block the things that are for you. Okay, so I feel this week for me, I feel like you, Cancer, need to take special care of your spirit. Just can't mother yourself. You are the mother. You are the motherly sign. You are the nurturing, caregiving person that you are. And so take that who you are, that nature that you have, and put it into yourself this week. Okay, take care of your spirit. Take care of yourself. Mother yourself. Nurture yourself. Pamper yourself. And heal from whatever it is that you're holding on to, that you're having a hard time letting go of, so that this will no longer block anything that really is for you, Cancer. Okay, you've got a lot of abundance that is yours. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and I do hope you have a beautifully abundant week moving forward. Okay, so let's move forward to Leo. Leo, I pulled, but we pulled together. The universe really sent it. The Page of Swords for you, Leo. Excuse me. And before we get into it, this is still Leo season. So for all you who have had a birthday, happy belated birthday. I hope that it was the bomb. And for all of you that have not had a birthday yet, I am a Leo myself. My birthday is coming. Like right around the corner. So all of you, happy birthday to you, and I hope that you really, really enjoy yourself, whatever it is that you choose to do. Do what's comfortable for you, and what really makes you genuinely and purely happy. Okay, Leo. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about it. The Page of Swords. Okay, so there's a couple different things too. I did kind of get pulled into a more specific message for you, but we can talk about them. So either the page could be a person, it could be a younger person, somebody could be looking into you this week, could be, watching you, checking out your social media, or this could be people could be looking at you, you know what I mean, checking you out, seeing what you're doing, watching your social media. Okay, but that could be what's happening here any way you put it, because this is your season. You are shining, and people are going to be looking into you. That's what they're going to be doing. Okay, but for this particular situation, I feel like This could also, aside from that, this could also be pertaining to someone that you have been in communication with, or who is having maybe a hard time communicating with you or something of that nature. Either that, or maybe they are trying to communicate things to you that they want you to know, or that they want to teach you, or something of that nature. And it could be maybe with the page, I feel like with the swords here, I feel like that could be maybe a tense type of communication for some of you. So if that's the case, you might just need to take a moment, take a breath, take a break. Leo, things are intense for you in the moment, but when you step back, you can have an opportunity to kind of look at it more clearly, look at it from different perspectives, and get back down to earth, and then revisit it with a new, and fresh attitude. So for those of you that are experiencing that kind of situation, that's the message that I have for you. But for the most of you, the message that I have for you is that you might be trying to explore ways of communicating with people yourself, ideas, things that you've been thinking about. You might be wanting to start a blog, you might be wanting to start a podcast, you might be wanting to start a business, you might be getting into tarot, doing some type of divination, some type of healing. Whatever it is that you're doing, in the beginning, it's so easy to be excited about it. It's so easy to get amped up. It's so easy to get, dive into the information, to read, to this, to study, to that. But things don't come just like that. You got to put the work in, and sometimes it becomes overwhelming. Sometimes you get discouraged, and I know, because I go through this. I literally go through this. Like, I feel like this card was for me. It is for me. It's for me and for y'all. It's for us. But that's what happens. We get overwhelmed, we get discouraged, we don't see the things that we are putting in for right away. And this could be in in whatever communications we're having with the people, whether it be online, whether it be in our businesses, or even in our personal relationships. So this message for me, I feel like this is telling us to, not to get overwhelmed. And if you need a rest, take that moment to relax, get your head together. But you have all the energy that you need. You see this? You're ready. You're absolutely ready. So don't second guess yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. You have what you need, okay? And regardless of whatever bumps or struggles that you might run into, your ideas are worth it. Your ideas are, they're official, they're valid, okay? Your communications are worth putting out there. So, take the moments that you need to step back if you need to get that clarity to move forward, but stick with it. Move forward. Continue on, Leo. Do not get discouraged. Do not stop. Okay, you got this. Okay, it's your season. All right, you are sunshine. All right, so I really hope this week brings you a lot of abundance and beautiful, beautiful energy. And I thank you so much for being here. Okay, and happy birthday once again. All right, so next we have Virgo. And Virgo, the card we pulled for you is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, and the Seven of Pentacles, Virgo, I feel like you've been putting a lot of work, a lot of hard energy and hard work into some kind of project, whatever it might be for you. I feel like this has been a very big deal to you, and you are feeling like, it's important to you that the work that you're putting in is going to receive the rewards and the benefits of it, that your project is going to grow, that your project is going to flourish. But I do want you, and I feel like this is what the universe is telling you right now, to take a minute to rest, and this card was actually also in our weekly collective reading. So I feel like you Virgos are really doing some big work right now. Okay, you guys are really doing some big work, and you're being prompted to take a moment to rest, step back. Okay, acknowledge your achievements, because you see the big picture and you may not see the goals that you've reached on the journey. So make sure you're patting yourself on the back. Make sure you're giving yourself that acknowledgement for those achievements that you've come up on. But also, it's important to take a look at that big picture, okay? Because then you know where you're going, you know what the picture looks like, and you know what's for it and what's not. Okay, so for some of you, you may need to evaluate where you're putting your energy, okay, as far as your project goes, or as far as people go, and know if whether or not this energy that you're putting into these things or these people is not just draining you. Okay, evaluate what next moves or next steps will be most efficient for you in the big picture, the grand scheme of your, whatever you're working on at this time. Okay, whatever you're putting your energy into at this time. And then also is letting you know, it's prompting you to pay attention to these things. Okay, to pat yourself on the back, to acknowledge your own achievements, but to also look at the big picture and make sure that you are not putting your energy into anything that is taking away from your project. But also to know that, don't get impatient and don't get discouraged, because all of the efforts that you have put in thus far are being rewarded, and your rewards are coming. They are coming to you, Virgo. Okay, so I wish you the best of luck on what you're working on, and know that you are the bomb, and success is coming your way. And if even if you've already got success, know that the things that you care about and that you're putting your energy into are growing, and they are building, and they are flourishing into what you want them to be. Okay, so I wish you a week full of abundance, and thank you so much again for being here. Okay, so Libra, the card that we pulled for you is the Six of Swords. Okay, and this was also right at the start of our weekly collective reading. The reading for everyone started with this card. Okay, so the Six of Swords, this is something that we all are dealing with, but I feel like in it's more of a theme for you, Libra, throughout this week. And with this card, the Six of Swords, I feel like the universe is prompting you. Excuse me, I've been talking for a minute now, so let me take a sip of this tea. Sorry. This Six of Swords is how I view, how it came through to me is the universe telling you that, it is trying to bring all of these blessings and changes into your life. And I feel like some of you are resisting. You're resisting that. You're kind of pushing it away. You're holding back from it. And it could be for different reasons. Maybe you're fearful of what you don't know. You know what I mean? So you have a tendency to stick with the familiar, stick with what you do know. So, you're not really you don't know where that's going to lead. You don't know where that's going to go. You don't know what's going to happen with that. So you're just like, you know what, I'm not even going to play with that. I'm just going to stay where I know. I'm just going to deal with what I know. And it's not for everybody, but for some of you, this is, your situation, whether it be You know, some of you are moving from one house to another. Some of you are moving from one state to another. Some of you are moving from one job to another. Some of you are changing careers. Some of you are starting businesses. Some of you are leaving relationships, and some of you are getting into new relationships, are you know, starting new relationships. So these are all major life changes, and I feel like the universe is pushing you into these changes because you don't want to move into them, you know, if that makes sense. And I feel like you're holding back, Libra. You're resisting this for whatever reason, you know, and it's different for everybody. But this to me is prompting you to let go. Let go. Let go of the familiar, okay? Let go of what isn't serving you. Because the universe is right there knocking at your door. It's pushing you. It's nudging you. It's like, hey, I got all these blessings that I want to give you, that I want to offer you, that are yours. So clear that space so you can receive them. And, you know, that's the message. That's what I'm getting for you, Libra. Let go of what is no longer serving you, and allow the universe to bless you. Receive it. It's yours and you deserve it, okay? So I thank you again for being here, and I wish you a lots of abundance and beautiful love and, you know, growth in your monies, in your career, and all of that, Libra, for the upcoming week, okay? Thank you so much. Okay, so Scorpio, we pulled the Empress card for you, Scorpio. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. All right, Scorpio, this week is a door, okay? This week is a door, and it is wide open for you, okay? And not only is it wide open, the key is under the mat, just in case, for whatever reason you need it, okay? You're you know, my little synopsis on Instagram said that you're moving into an energy, you know, I wrote that you're moving into an energy of growth, okay? With this Empress card here, okay? That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that this is, you know, you're moving into this energy of major growth. This week is an open door for you, okay? So, you know, it's time for you to take advantage of that. Some of you have been thinking of ideas, new passions, new creative ideas, okay? Some of you want to start something that you love to do. Some of you want to start a business. Some of you have some ideas in the career that you're in right now. Some of you, you know, are assets, and you want, you know, promotions. You want to share your ideas to the company. You want to contribute, you know what I mean? You have things to offer, and some of you have been holding back on that. You know, some of you have not really considered the fact that you can really make these moves, okay? You just kind of stick into what you know and what you're doing. But you know, she is the ruler of love, okay? She's ruled by Venus, which is all about love, okay? So she is a mother. She is holding a baby. She's carrying a baby. She's got all of this growth around her. She is grounded in earthly. She's a mother, okay? So this week, you know, carry this energy of mothering and nurturing, okay? Tap into that divine feminine energy, whether you are a man or a woman, whether you are a male or, you know, female. This energy for you is nurturing, okay? Offer that energy inward to yourself, okay? Take care of yourself. Spend time pampering yourself. Take care of your health. Address your health this week. Watch what you're eating, okay? Treat your body like a temple, okay? Treat your body with the value that it actually has, okay? Go out into nature. Appreciate the nature, okay? Spend time in you know, with Mother Nature. Be in constant gratitude for the things that you have. Be thankful for the things that you've been given, the blessings that you already have. Okay, when you are living this week and in this energy, I mean, we always should be living in this energy, but this week for you is an open door. Excuse me. So, be living in this energy, because this energy of love that you put into yourself, this energy of the nurturing mother that you carry around, is going to flow. It's going to flow throughout your life. And it's going to give you a need to be compassionate with your loved ones, your children, your parents, your family, your love, your relationships. You're gonna feel the need to be mothering and nurturing to these people this week. You're gonna feel the need to be giving them compassion. Okay, and this is also gonna be your drive to birth new, now for some of you, for a few of you, it might actually be new birth. Some of you might be having a baby this week, okay, more literally, okay, but for a lot of you, you're birthing new ideas and new creative projects, and this is the time to go for it. This is, your door is open to this abundance. Go follow through. Okay, don't push any of that back this week. Manifest what you want for your life, because it's more than possible. And this is your confirmation. If you've been waiting for that, this is your confirmation. It's more than possible. And not only is it possible, but it's going down. You place yourself in this energy, and that's it. It's yours. This is how this week is going to move for you. Okay, so I really wish you a beautifully abundant week, Scorpio, and I thank you so much for being here. Okay, so moving forward, we have Sagittarius next. Okay, Sagittarius, for this week we pulled the Five of Wands for you. Okay, Sagittarius, you I feel like you've been on your shit, excuse me for cussing to those of you who might be offended, but I feel like you've been on top of your game, and you're doing your thing. You've been really going after stuff, and you're really trying to build and make something of your passions and yourself and the things that you are into. I feel like you want comfortability, you want stability, okay? But this is just messages that I feel like, that I'm getting, for you. But this card is actually indicating that this week might bring up some conflict and opposition for you. Okay, so whoever you're working with, whoever you're dealing with, whoever you're around, and this could also be just things being rough in your circumstances, or coming your way to challenge you throughout this week. It could be either or, but I feel like some people around you may be in competition with you, okay? They may feel some type of way about your confidence. They may feel some type of way about your success. They may feel envious towards you. They may feel like they need to be starting some type of conflict with you. They may feel in opposition with you, okay? You may feel like, disagreements are arising, petty arguments are arising, and these are not people that want to hurt you, but this is a power struggle, okay? People are feeling like maybe you one up them, or you one up in them, however, if that makes sense to you, you know what I'm trying to say. But I feel like because you have this very strong energy about you, not everybody knows how to deal with that, and that doesn't mean anything towards you. That doesn't mean that you dumb that down, because that's you do your thing and you shine. You a fire sign. You do that, and right now is a very outward shining season for everybody, you know what I mean, to own that confidence that you have, okay, to tap into that. And I feel like you're doing that, and this week might just bring you some competition. Somebody might be wanting to compete with you. I feel like some disagreements and some arguments may arise, but I also feel like in some circumstances This could be someone in your circle, it could be a person you're in a relationship with, or a friend, or someone you work with that just wants to be heard. Okay, you're very hard on and direct about how you feel about things. I feel, and I feel like you're gonna do what you want to do. Okay, and I don't, there may be some circumstances where you're not really taking into consideration the other person, and it's not again, that's not for everybody. So don't take that personal if that's not if that's not right for you, if that's not your situation. But I feel like this is just kind of a prompt to let you know that that conflict and that power struggle and that battle and those disagreements and those arguments, that disrupts your growth, that gets in the way of what you're doing. Okay, so when dealing with these situations this week that may arise for you, just pick and choose your battles. I got the thought that popped in my head, two heads are better than one, because you may feel like, I don't need nobody. I got me, I'm good. And I get it because I'm one of them people, you know what I mean? I'm a fellow fire sign as well. I'm one of them. I don't need nobody. I got me. For me, I'm more me against the world type of vibe, and I'm learning, you know what I mean? But sometimes, and I feel like this is just a prompt to kind of take a look at that. Sometimes we have to pick and choose our battles. We have to take a step back, and we have to realize that two heads can be better than one. We have a lot to offer other people, and if we're not considering them, if we don't want to hear what they got to say, if we're not worried about them, we can't get those things from them. We can't learn those things from them. We can't, tap into the knowledge that they have to share with us. But also, we can't teach nobody either. If we're unwilling to talk things out and to take other people's views and ideas into consideration and listen to where they're coming from, whether we agree with them or not, because we don't have to agree with them. At the end of the day, you are who you are. You believe what you believe. You stand your ground. But, but sometimes we get things from people that are valuable. And other times, even if we don't agree with whatever they have coming towards us, we know that they can respect us for listening to them. And then when it's time for us to speak up, they're going to listen to us. Okay, so I feel like this is just a prompt, a reminder for that. You may have things to learn from each other, so don't feel like everything needs to be a battle. Sometimes if you just take a minute to hear somebody out, they'll hear you out. Okay, and those little petty power struggles and disagreements and arguments can easily be diffused, without any major consequences to your growth and whatever it is that you got going on, okay, that you don't need this getting in the way of, okay? But definitely be mindful of that, and also be mindful of people who are trying to be in competition with you, and just picking and choosing your battles and knowing when is the time to speak up and when is the time to listen. And I wish you lots of beautiful abundance for the upcoming week, Sagittarius, and I really appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. Okay, and next we have Capricorn, we pulled the Judgment card for you, Capricorn. Okay, this card was also in our collective reading this for the week. So I feel like this is a big theme for you this week, and the whole week was really, and if you clicked on a timestamp, you can go back to the beginning to get the collective reading for the week. It was a lot of really like introspection this week, and dealing with inner personal things. And Capricorn, for you, I feel like you are in a period of time where you have learned a lot of lessons out of life, okay? I feel like you have a very high awareness and a high conscious right now. You know that the decisions that you're making are highly affecting your life and, the direction that it's going in. This card for me tells me that you're dealing with a lot of healing. You're dealing with resolutions. You're dealing with amends. You're dealing with getting to a place of, making your peace with things of the past. Okay, so anything of that nature. Okay, I feel like those are the things that you're dealing with during this period of time. Okay, but this is also a prompt. So this is a prompt, this is talking about those things. This is judgment. This is you dealing with those things that you have to resolve, address, make amends with, make peace with, lessons that you've learned, and thinking about your decisions moving forward. Okay, because they are pivotal. And for me, or not for me, but what I'm getting for you is, for me as well, because this is the message for everybody, to be honest, or that this came up for everybody, and we can all learn from it as well. But I feel like this is letting you know, Capricorn, to trust your intuition. Okay, you are, I feel like, connected to your higher self. Okay, you're becoming much more aware. You're becoming much more conscious of everything that's flowing in and out of your life, everything that's flowing through you. And this is telling you to trust your intuition to take you to the next level. You're very orderly. Okay, you have an orderly nature. You think in terms of what is tangible to you, what makes sense, what's within reason, as far as your physical comforts go, but I feel like you've been going through a more internal growth process lately, something that's not tangible, something that talks about your feelings, your emotions, and also your intellect, and the things that you're, the way you're using your mind, the way you're functioning in order to move forward in your life right now. And I feel like, that's kind of different for you. So you're, you may second guess your intuition. You may want to overpower it with what makes sense, what is tangible. And don't do that. You're connecting to your higher self. Trust your intuition to take you to the next level. You have got this, okay? Don't be afraid of your higher self. Don't fear that. You're being taken to new lengths and new levels, okay? And it's a time to make those decisions and move forward into that. You want to move into dreams of yours that maybe didn't fit into your picture before. You couldn't make sense of tangibly. This is telling you to do it. Trust your intuitions, trust your guides, trust the signs that you're getting in your life, trust the people and the things that are coming to your life to teach you things, and take everything you can get from that and move forward with it. You got this, okay? I also feel prompted, feel like this is prompting you to share, to feel comfortable sharing in your struggles with other people, okay? Which I also received this message, with the collective. I feel like this is a time, people are going through major changes in their lives. Everybody's in a period of introspection. Everybody's going through something that they really have to dissect, for lack of a better word at this time. But you have what somebody else needs. You have the words someone else needs. You have the journey, the struggle, the story. You have something to offer. So don't be afraid to share that. And also, you'll feel like once you can be comfortable with your vulnerability, that you are reaching those that have things to offer you, that you can, people that you can learn from, people that you can find what you're looking for from, too, people that have things to share with you. So you can definitely be in constant learning and also be a big teacher. So I just felt like that's something that you needed to hear, Capricorn, and I hope that this helps you moving forward into your upcoming week. And I wish you lots of beautiful abundance, and I thank you again for being here. Okay. Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, we have the 5 of Swords, Aquarius. Okay, so this card, you know, can be interpreted in a few different ways, but you know, there could be some type of betrayal going on, some type of if it's pertaining to a relationship, some type of third party situation, maybe cheating, lying, backstabbing. If it's friendship, somebody could be talking about you, or vice versa, you could be the person doing one of these things. But the message that I really got for you, Aquarius, is that maybe you might be experiencing some kind of like conflicts in a relationship, or some type of falling out, whether it's a friendship, family member, or a love a love prospect. I feel like this week coming, you know, you might be dealing with some type of disagreements, okay? And you know, or you could have been into a project of some sort, or something that you were working on that maybe didn't go as planned, that didn't go your way, in your favor, or how you expected it to. And I'm getting for you the message to remember that you don't always need to win, you know what I mean? And I know that sometimes you may be quick to kind of like come back when you receive these disagreements or these conflicts. You might be, you know, you're very quick, you're swift with your mind, you know what I mean? You think in terms of, you know, reason and intellect. You use your brain. So you may not be overly emotional about things, but you may be, in reaction to other people's emotions, very sharp with your tongue at times. Okay, so this is prompting me to tell you that you to be mindful with your words this week. Okay, mindful with the way that you are dealing with people and situations. When dealing with opposition or disagreements or battle, it is not always necessary for you to win. Okay, sometimes winning comes at a cost. Sometimes you win that battle, but you lose a person that's important to you. You lose something that's special to you. Okay, so you know, think about these things before they become a problem. Okay, and I also feel like if you're dealing with something that may be a project or something that maybe didn't go your way, you know, maybe you're thinking that it was a failed attempt or something of that nature. If that's your circumstance this week, I'd like you to remember not to dwell in this battle, that you know, there is good in everything. Okay, everything happens for a reason, and the universe is moving and working and placing things in your path for your better good, whether it seems like something bad or something good. And so if that is the situation that you're dealing with, don't dwell in the battle. Don't get wrapped up in the loss, but find the lesson. Learn the lesson, because that's going to strengthen you for your growth process. That's going to strengthen you for your future projects. For that next time you hop into it and you know better, you're ready for it. Okay, so those are the messages that I have for you, Aquarius. Definitely be mindful of your words and how you're communicating to the people that you care about, regardless of whatever disagreements you may be having. Think of the big picture and what the important, you know, things are. You don't want to lose out on anything that's too important to you, just, you know, to win the current battle. Okay, and if something didn't work out in your favor, you know, whether it's a relationship or a project, take the lesson. Don't dwell in the loss. Take the lesson, and you know, you got this moving forward. Okay, so I feel like that's the theme for you, Aquarius, this week. And of course, it's not going to resonate with everyone, but this message is for some of you out there. And I do wish you a beautifully abundant week, and thank you so much again for being here. Okay, all right, and last but never least, we have our Pisces. Okay, Pisces. For you, Pisces, we pulled the Chariot. Okay, and if you haven't watched the last video, or the last week's video of these one card messages for each of the signs. I know, Pisces, you were having a rough week, okay? And again, this is not going to be for everybody, but for some of you out there, you were having a rough week. So, you know, whatever it is that you were going through has been a test of your strength, okay? But the Chariot is here, all right? The Chariot is here, okay? And this Chariot, Pisces, is reminding you that you're coming into victory, okay? You will overcome, okay? Your success is coming to you, okay? I feel like whatever you just went through or you've been going through, you've been evaluating, you know, it's given you opportunity to evaluate your values. And I feel like moving forward, you know what you want. You can move into, you know, your desires with a conviction. You know what you want. You're more clear now about, you know, you may have had to learn some lessons through whatever this obstacle has been, whatever this challenge has been for you. And I feel like you know what you want now. You know what you value. You know what's important to you, and you also know your worth, and you know what you what you will accept and what you won't. Okay, so I feel like this has a lot to do with your boundaries and what you really want for yourself moving forward. And you know, this is saying that there is going to be struggle, there is going to be conflict. Okay, it's not going to be easy. You can't take a shortcut. You can't, you know, take the easy way out. You have to get through the battle. Okay, but this is reminding you that you will succeed. You will overcome. You are going to have victor, but in the same breath, reminding you to remain confident, to definitely hold to your boundaries. Okay, hold to your standards. Hold to the things that you expect for yourself and from others. Do not allow people to get in the way of this, of what you want for yourself, what you desire for yourself. And move in confidence, because you have everything that you need. And remember who you are, okay? Stay true to who you are, and this victory will be yours, Pisces, okay? And I'm really happy to see this, okay? So definitely comment, talk to me, and I wish you lots of abundance this week. And I thank you again so much for being here. Okay, so this was a bit of a long video because I incorporated both the collective reading for the week and each of the signs, but I will place timestamps in the comments for you to just kind of navigate wherever you'd like. But I really appreciate you all, and I wish you lots of healing, lots of strength, lots of love, and lots of comforts in the upcoming week. And I thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.